Hey, gorgeous soul, and welcome back to Unstuck and Fucking Fabulous. I am your host, Irene and mindset coach, speaker, and your go-to girlfriend when it comes to breaking through fear, rewiring those sneaky limiting beliefs, and building a life that actually lights you up. So, those moments in life where you look back and think, oh wow, I was so wrong, like Olympic level wrong. Yeah, that's what today's episode number 37 is all about. So buckle up. Because for years, and I mean decades, I believed one thing. If I rush more, hustle harder, work faster, abundance would come quicker. Yeah, well, was I wrong about that? Because I thought speed equals success and urgency equaled income and constant action equaled certainty. So how wrong I was about that too. And honestly, I created the opposite by believing that rushing and hustling hard would give me abundance. But instead of abundance, I created anxiety in my life. And instead of overflow, I created overwhelm. And I'm very good at that. And I built a whole identity around scarcity without even realizing. I had become the woman who always was looking for new opportunities and for the golden objects, the shiny objects, and I was always trying to catch up to my new latest idea, my dreams, and yeah, I could do them all. It's bloody lunatic. But here's the crazy part. I wasn't behind. I was just living from a scarcity self-image, and it almost ruined me. So let's talk about this rush energy. I don't know if you ever felt that way, but I feel it a lot. And I remember when I was little, really little, I think 4, in kindergarten, my older brother, who was a year older than me, and he's very detail oriented, we had to do some needlework, in kindergarten, a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old. And we were supposed to do needlework of a house. My brother did a phenomenal house with walls and windows and even curtains in the windows and a door and a chimney with smoke. I did huge stitches and it was total mess, but I was fast. So when we came home and we showed our mother what we had created, my brother's needlework was beautiful, and Mom looked at mine and she was really good. She didn't say anything about it. She said, well, Irene, what happened here? I said, well, can't you see, Mom? There was a plane crash and it crashed into the house, because that's exactly what it looked like. And I think that's actually who I am. I'm full speed and crash, bam, ma'am. And it doesn't really help anything, but it holds you back. My brother created a beautiful little needlework, and mine is just a bloody mess. But that's what happens, and that's how I lived for most of my life. Because let's talk about this rush energy a little bit, because there might be people out there who are like me. And when you rush and you are in a hurry, your brain does actually register and believes that there is not enough time, there is not enough money, there is not enough clients, and there is not enough of you. And then your nervous system runs the show. Your strategy? No, it doesn't matter if you have a strategy if you rush. Your intelligence doesn't matter because you're rushing. Your talents, no impact because you're rushing. Everything becomes get it done now so I can feel safe. There it is. So you can feel safe. I used to think if I move fast enough, the result will catch up with me. Yeah, right. Do you believe that? No. But rushing never brought abundance. It brought survival mood. And survival mood can't build a business. It can't make you magnetic. It can't make you wealthy because you're always chasing the next shiny object or trying to finish something so fast that it's like a plane crash. And for me, rushing was just scarcity in high heels, and I have to admit, I can't walk in high heels anymore anyhow. So what has changed? I came to a point where I realized I can't compare myself with everybody else. I can't keep on doing this because it doesn't create anything more than stress. So I created an abundant self-image. Now, what am I talking about here? As an abundant self-image. It's believing the future self, that you can do things differently. Did it change my bank account instantly? No, it didn't. Did it give me better client instantly? No, that came later too. And it didn't give me abundance in circumstances. But that wasn't even the point. The point was with who I believed I was becoming. So who did I believe I was becoming? Who did I want to become? Who do you want to become? Think about that. Do you want to continue the way you are, or are there any slight adjustments that we can do? I wanted to be the woman who had enough time, and I wanted to figure out stuff instead of, oh, this is not working, I'm going to try something else. And I wanted to know that I had a timeline, and I was right on my timeline, so no rush. And I wanted to be the woman who made money in ways that felt good, not desperate, not chasing, not worrying about if I could pay my bills or whatever. That's just stress. It creates such stress and overload on your nervous system. I became the woman who created success without sprinting. Yep. So when I shifted that, something wild happened. The scarcity fog disappeared. The rush dissolved. The pressure stopped running my business. And my results? They skyrocketed. And I want that for you too. Because I wasn't chasing abundance. I was embodying it. You might be thinking, okay, Irene, but what does an abundant self-image actually do in real life? Everything. Let me show you. First of all, it slows your nervous system so you make much better decisions, not panic decisions. You stop choosing quick fixes and start choosing long-term moves. Then you become magnetic without even trying. Trust me, it happens. Because people, they have a built-in BS radar, and they can feel when there is a lot of BS. So when you become magnetic without trying, people feel you and clients trust you. Your energy does the selling, so you don't have to rush or push. That's a big benefit, isn't it? When you stop rushing and start receiving with gratitude, You trust your timing and you take aligned action. You stop fighting time and you start flowing with your time. And, all those to-do lists, you can tick off a few, but then rewrite them for the next day. No rush. It's not going anywhere until it's done, okay? So that way you will stop being behind. And your self-image holds you in a place where you already feel worthy, capable, and on track. So the results finally match your identity. So you become the woman who creates, not the woman who chases. This is the difference between hustling for scraps and receiving in overflow. So, did you get that? Scraps are not for us because we are fabulous. And this is what abundance looks like. That's what it feels like. And what changes? Everything changes. And listen, if you are craving this shift, not just the idea but the embodiment of it, then the 90 Days Starter Roadmap is quite literally built for you. When you join the waitlist, you will get a space to stop rushing and start transforming. A roadmap to take the chaos out of building your business. A mindset upgrade that stops scarcity from running your days. And a strategy that works even if you've been stuck for years, like I was. And the permission to build your business like a woman who knows she's going to win. The waitlist is where the identity shift begins. It's where we start moving you out of survival mode and into your abundant era. So, because here's the truth. You could spend November, December, and January feeling perpetual behind, rushing, pushing, trying to catch up. You could spend these 3 months becoming the woman who has more energy, who has more of enough, more than enough time, more than enough confidence, more than enough clarity, more than enough beliefs, and more than enough abundance. Now, how does that sound to you? Is that a good Christmas gift to yourself? I think it is. So the woman who doesn't hustle for her dreams, she expects them, comes wrapped up with a red ribbon. So if you're listening and your whole body is saying, I want this, I need this, I am ready. So let's unwrap this a little bit early. Then the wait list is open. Your next level is open. Your abundant self-image is waiting for you to step into her. So I can then promise you, if you be nice, naughty or nice, Santa will know. Because once you stop rushing, once you stop chasing, or once you stop trying to outrun scarcity, that's when the magic starts happening. So, if this had triggered something in you, don't forget to like and share. And I'll be back. Oh, by the way, I will put a link down below so you can join the waiting list. Have a good one.